The lighting's kind of messed up. What do you think? Probably not going to have that many people in here anyway, based on our inconsistency lately. I don't want your kisses. At least you don't have poop breath like Lulu. Right, baby. Right, baby. No poop breath. Arr. You give me that weird side eye. Which normally isn't good when dogs are doing that, but what's up, Brett? Let's see how my charge is here. So, wanted to start a stream. Wanted to do a stream today. Earlier. I'll probably do this sometime soon. Yeah, my hat. Somebody got a hold of my hat. Nova. Poked a couple of holes in it. She's looking at me like, what? Right? And I like this hat too. This is one of my favorite hats. It wasn't Raya though. But she's staring at Nova. But they're being good. Nova doesn't care. She's just laying down now. Are you all chill? Are you all chill? Yeah. What's up, Lori? Turn this off. I mean, that's weird, but okay. All right, now there's some more people in here. So I wanted to do a stream earlier. What was I saying? I wanted to do a stream earlier, going around town and trying to meet dogs, people walking their dogs because the weather's better. That's what I had planned for today. Just riding my scooter around and meeting people and their dogs and giving them treats and stuff. And then I saw Wayne, who was just led that rescue for the Beagles in Wisconsin. I saw that they are organizing another rescue already in a couple of weeks. They're trying to get like 1,000 people or 2,000 people to get together and go back to Ridgeland and like rescue all the rest of the dogs, basically. Right? And I didn't know that the first one was happening, even though they apparently were announcing it for a while before it happened. And I follow his social media accounts and things like that, but I guess I don't know why I just never saw that they were doing that first rescue. But obviously I've been more active watching his accounts and stuff more now, so I saw this one. They're setting it up. So that's what I was doing today. Instead of streaming earlier, I was in a Zoom call with all them. There was about 400 people in the Zoom call earlier talking about going and rescuing the rest of the dogs. Anna kind of message was that? Was that to Raya? Was that to Raya? Raya. She says no. Raya says no. Better not have been me. Yeah, you know I got something in my hand. He's like, you got something in your hand that I want. He's like, I'll eat your hand so I can get it. Sit. Are you already sitting? Yeah, so we're gonna try to go back in and rescue all the dogs, and I would like to be there this time. So it's in a couple of weeks. I figured I would put together a GoFundMe to try to raise a few $100s to help cover the expenses of going out there for a few days. There you go. Now she calmed down. So I'm in the middle of putting it together. I just got it started. Just got it set up. The link is in the pinned comment. I'm gonna put it on my channel as one of the links. But I figured I would just start a stream anyway, so I can try to get back on a more consistent streams. Like to stream a couple times a week if I can. So yeah, I'm gonna finish getting the fundraiser set up here. I'm gonna share it on my couple other platforms, and if you guys can help out, I would really appreciate it. If you can't donate anything, at least share it around, and also spread the word that we're gonna do another rescue. The website is, I should have put that in there too. I don't know if you can put multiple links in your pinned comment. If you put too many links, they might not work. But go to savethedogs.io. That's their website, I'm pretty sure. Savethedogs.io. Figured it would be nice to have the dog that I rescued. My latest little rescue. What do they do with all the dogs that they euthanize at the shelters? Do they just like do like group cremations? I don't know. I'm just thinking, like, where would Raya be? Where would Raya be if we didn't save her? She probably would have been euthanized, and then I know there's like a what is it? There's just a giant underground container that they there's a pet cremation place in town, right? And my ex used to work there. She actually cremated a lot of the pets in town. And they would have a communal for people that didn't want the ashes back, or other animals that didn't have any owners or anything like that. I don't know if she didn't like ever cremate any dogs. It was like a premium cremation place, so like people would go there and pay them to get their dog or cat or companion cremated by themselves without any other dogs or cats or whatever, and then they would get those ashes back. So they didn't really do a lot of like groups or anything like that, but I'm just thinking that's probably what happens with them. They probably like cremate them together and just all their ashes go into one place. So like that's what I was saying. There's in the cemetery nearby here, they have a spot designated for pets where they take the ashes, and it's just a giant tank underground with a little pipe that comes out of the ground, and all the ashes that nobody wants, they take and they just dump them down into that one spot. So there's like, I don't know, so many pets that are just cremated and then dumped into that little tube. It's probably where Raya would go, somewhere like that. Probably would have just cremated you and just thrown you into a little tank in the ground with hundreds or thousands of other animals, ashes. But we saved her and she's sitting here laying on my lap. Right, baby. Look at that face. You're trying to look over at the camera. You realize that you're on the screen? Not really. You're too low. Yes. You want to shake? Oh, you want to shake again? Hi, baby. What's up, Neil? What's up, Allison? You're such a cutie. You're such a cutie. Sorry, the lighting's a little messed up. I couldn't find a better spot to put my phone. She's such a baby. She just wants me to hold her all the time. Don't you? Baby Raya. I call her Baby Raya all the time, and my roommates were down here earlier, and they have a baby, and she was talking about the baby, and she kept saying baby, and Raya was in here like crying, like trying to talk back to him. Like, Raya, they're not talking to you. Right, little baby? Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. Alright, so we should finish this, shouldn't we? And I've been working on something else. I was thinking about announcing that today as well. Might as well. It's a platform where for a little dog, she acts so big. She's like always up against me and like always pushing me around. Licking me. We live on the border. The difference from Mexico and U.S. animal control places is big. In Mexico, they allow them to die inside the place with no food, no water. Damn. That's so sad. Your ears are so cute, I could just eat them up. Oh, she's gonna eat mine. Your breath does kind of stink a little bit, but at least it doesn't smell like poop. Like Lulu's. Lulu's got poop breath. Poop breath. Your little scar's been healing up good. Right, baby. Right, baby. Right, baby. Oh no. Yeah, so I'm working on another project. It's a platform where you can investigate different organizations and corporations and the people that make the decisions. I did a couple of streams where I kind of looked into a couple different businesses, and I had that idea, like I want to look in, like learn more about all these different businesses, just businesses that exploit animals, and then even like vegan businesses. I realized that a lot of vegan businesses, they're not really vegan, they're just like sustainable businesses, for like the environment or whatever. So I wanted a place where I can organize all these ideas, right? So yeah, that's what I put together. I'm calling it the Witness Board, and it's really cool. I've only been working on it for like 2 days, 3 days, but I would like to. Can I have some room here? I'd like to eventually roll it out so other people could use it as well. But I'm not sure exactly how that'll work. It might end up turning into like a subscription kind of thing, because it does use AI. So it might I don't know. I'll have to work that out later, but I can at least use it myself, put a lot of stuff together, and I can do some streams and kind of show what I'm talking about, like maybe make some videos or whatever and share some of the research. But I've learned so much just in building it. I've learned so much about a bunch of different things, including there's a dog testing, or just animal testing facility about an hour and a half away from here. They test on dogs, they test on monkeys, they test on all different types of animals. They sell, and they breed monkeys and dogs and all the other animals and sell them all over the world. They were selling monkeys to the government a couple years ago so they could test COVID on the monkeys. Literally, the facility's like an hour and a half away from here. It's in Pennsylvania. They do beagles. They have beagles there. And they were also fined for a whole bunch of different violations. Like I have all this in this investigation board that I've been working on. It was something I found out about. There was a facility in Virginia. You keep hearing everybody talk about it. In Vigo is what it was called. They were sold basically to this company that's in Pennsylvania now, and they basically just moved everything and turned it into a different company, and they do the same stuff. So yeah, like they were shut down in Virginia, but not in Pennsylvania. And they're owned by LabCorp, which is a really big company that does a lot of like health stuff for humans. But yeah, they do a lot of animal testing on all types of animals. Right? She's my little buddy. What's up, Ben? Right, cutie? You laying on my back? I know. Can I get you some more treats? Sit. Alright. Good girl. Can I sit too? Scooch over. The Ed Winters interview. Did he just did that? It was with a bunch of people, right? Like a handful of people. I did watch that, or I listened to it yesterday. It was pretty good. He always makes more sense than the other people he's talking to. But of course, they just end up going around in a circle and not really answering the questions directly, you know? So I got the lighting kind of messed up. Yeah, so there's another lady that's in, Harrisburg? That was in the meeting earlier, and she saw that I was from not too far away. And I was talking to her about going to Wisconsin to rescue the dogs. And I asked her if she was vegan. She's not even vegan. She just has beagles. She's got 2 beagles and doesn't like dogs. I mean, doesn't like the dogs being tested on. But she's not vegan. So I sent her the Earthly Ned interview, or the speech, Earthly Ned speech. Raya, it's hard for me to focus when you're just pushing on me all the time. She's like, but I'm so cute. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. Like, a little weird, but can I help you? Can I help you? The Farmer versus Gem. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. Is that like from her last live stream? Or it's just a video? Yeah, it depends who you're talking to, right? Like, you can't really use one approach to reach everybody. You kind of need to use different approaches for different people. Like, a softer approach probably works for most people, but for myself, if somebody was just like a little bit harder and just kind of told me like it was, I probably would listen. She's like, I don't know which hand to go to. I got something in each hand. Pick one. One treat's bigger than the other. Oh, you got it. That's the bigger one. That's funny. Thanks for being here, everybody. Anik. Oh. Especially towards the end. So if you just got here, they are organizing another beagle rescue in Wisconsin and trying to get like 1,000 people to come or more, or 2,000 people, and basically rescue the rest of the beagles, or as many as we can. And I would like to be a part of that. So yeah, I'm setting up a GoFundMe to try to raise a couple $100 to allow me to go out there, basically take a couple days off from my work and be able to cover the expenses of the transportation and a little bit of food and things like that. So that's what I'm working on. Probably should finish this and then share it around here. Yes, this is what I wanted to do. Change the URL. That way, if you can't click on it, I pinned it in the comment. Just the URL that started, but I can change it to something easier. Nice. Roya not showing up for the streams. She's been in Chris Bryant's streams sometimes, but I think she got a new job. So she's probably working a lot. Yeah, right, Neil? TVA is not hidden from my channel anymore, so he might be here. I unhid him this morning. I don't get on my laptop that much, and I was not able to unhide him from my phone. But I was on here earlier, and I was like, remembered. I was like, let me go unhide him. But yeah, he was hidden for the last like 2 weeks or something. Can I just make it Beatles? Now it won't let me change it. Man, technology is so frustrating sometimes. It says it's okay, and then it won't save it. Alright, we'll change it to rescue. And it won't change it to that either. Alright, I guess we're not going to change it then. You see those puppies? You see the puppies? Do you see the puppies? Goose jackets. Yeah, somebody hid TVA by accident. They were just wanted to like hide his messages or something like that because he was bothering somebody, and they accidentally like hit him from the channel. It was one of the mods. Yes, the Wayne Beagles from Ridgeland Farms. Hide him again, please. Yeah. Being too extreme of a vegan, that's what the industry shills do. So, makes me a little suspicious sometimes, but think about it. If you worked for the meat industry and you were trying to infiltrate the vegan groups and you wanted to like, you know, get on all the vegans' nerves and start fighting, what would you do? You know, be too extreme, call out basically say everything that everybody does and says is speciesist. You know, that could be one of their strategies. You can't say horse shit, yeah. Bullshit. You can't say bullshit. Duty. Don't lick my mouth. Let me see your teeth. Let me see your teeth. Smile. She won't let me do it. Smile. Arr. Arr. Is dog shit okay? I just say human shit. That's human shit. Happy poops. That's a happy poop. Smile. Arr. Yeah, we are the species that sucks, exactly. Yeah, you can't click the GoFundMe. I know some people can't. That's why I wanted to change it here. Let me try it again, because it wouldn't let me do it a minute ago. I don't know why. If I can change this URL, then it'll be like, it's not too long, so you can like copy and paste it maybe, or just type it in another browser. It still won't let me change it. I was gonna make it like GoFundMe.rescue or something like that, so you could just go type it in, but yeah. I'm gonna take it and put it on my YouTube page as one of my links. I'm gonna take out the other GoFundMe and put this one in there. So let me do that right now. I can do that. And then I'm gonna share this around on my other platforms. What is this? Why is it making me answer questions now? I'm so confused. Share. Copy. It doesn't load. What does that mean? It's not taking you to the fundraiser page. Wait, how do I change my links on my channel? Channel. YouTube's so confusing sometimes. Sometimes I don't know if I need to go to YouTube or I need to go to Studio. Customize channel. See, then it takes me to Studio anyway. Here's the links. And we're gonna just move it up for the meantime. We'll just make it the top one for now, since it's not going to be going on very long. The rescue is in a couple of weeks. less than a month. So donate if you can to help me go. You can share the GoFundMe. That would help a lot. And also just tell other people about it. You can go to savethedogs.io. I'm pretty sure that's the site. Let me actually pull it up. Savethedogs.io. Yes. Go to savethedogs.io. You can sign up and show your support. There's 31,000 people have signed up to support. The goal is 40,000, so there's only 9,000 more people that they're trying to get to sign up, and they're trying to get somewhere between 1 and 2,000 people to go to the rescue in a couple of weeks. There's a Zoom meeting tomorrow. If you sign up at Save the Dogs, you should get an email about the meeting tomorrow. Join the Zoom meeting if you're interested in possibly going to rescue the dogs. But yeah, go to that site, savethedogs.io, sign up, and you'll be able to keep up with all the updates. I just added the link to my channel, so if you can't copy the link here, then you can go to my channel, and the link should be the top one right there. You should be able to click on that and see the GoFundMe and share it around if you can. Yeah. So that is good. Let me go to my Facebook and my Instagram, and we will Jeremy's video. That's funny. I just opened up Facebook and it's Jeremy Loeb. Hey, thank you, Navia. You sent gift memberships and you got one. That's cool. It doesn't happen very often. Look, it's Jeremy and what's this guy's name? Eric McLeod. That's funny. Yeah, thank you so much, Nadia. That's awesome. Jeremy was in the meeting actually too. He's probably going to be going back again. There was I saw a bunch of the people in the meeting. Jamie Logan was in the meeting. Jeremy was. There were some other activists. Trey, what's his name? Trey or Troy? Trey from ACC was in there. There was a couple other people. I'm forgetting the names. Yeah, it's pretty sad when you think about it. There's like so many animals. Like I was saying, I started this investigation board, and part of it goes into vivisection, and I pulled some of the reports. Like it gives you all these links and all these like actual reports from the government, and it's so many animals that they test on. There's a section so the report has like 3 different columns. One of the columns is the amount of animals that are just being held, that aren't actually being tested on. They're being held for testing. The other column is, actually it's 4 columns. There's ones that aren't being tested on. There's ones that are being tested on, but there's no pain being inflicted on them, right? Then there's another column that's being tested on with a little bit of pain. And then the last column is a lot of pain. They literally separate it by how badly they injure these animals. And yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty sad. And then it's every animal that is being tested on. Like every animal. It's pages of different kinds of animals. Some of them it's like 5. And then some of them it's like 50,000, you know? It's like, it's really crazy. There's so many guinea pigs. Like tens of thousands of guinea pigs are tested on. Some of the different types of animals, it's like all either being held or like serious pain being inflicted on them. Some of them, it's like only a little bit of pain. It depends on what the animal is, I guess, and what the test is. But I was just going through that report and it was just making me feel crazy. Like, it's really sad. It's making me really sad just thinking about it. Maybe I can pull it up in a little bit. If I'm still streaming, I can show you guys what I've been making. But I'm gonna try to share this real quick. Alright, we'll post that. Really? Why does it have a picture of me? I would have a picture of the dogs. That pisses me off. The post had a picture of the dogs. And then when I post it, it changes the picture to my profile picture on GoFundMe. Not the picture of the dogs. Maybe I need to take that out. Maybe I'll take that out and I'll add the image of the dogs. And then I'll put the link in the comments. That's probably the best way to do it. Why is it a different link? I'm so confused. Does it generate a new link every time I try to share it? Maybe. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the world is crazy. George Soros. That's funny. There's TBA. I was just saying how that I unhid you from the channel, so I was hoping that you would come by. I wish I had somebody to give me money to donate. Yeah, I wish I got enough from other things that I could donate around. I feel like I'm stingy, so when I try to donate to other YouTube channels, I feel like giving them super chats is like paying YouTube. So definitely the GoFundMe or like the Buy Me a Coffee or whatever other ways of getting donations, I think is a good way to go. That way YouTube doesn't take all the money from you. Because basically, if you donate a super chat, YouTube takes like 30%, and then you have to pay taxes on it. So you actually only keep like half of the super chat. Somebody donates a $10 super chat, I only get like $5. So it's like that kind of sucks. Everything on my Facebook is Ridgeland Farms. This is a dog that was found somewhere else, and people are out here with like dogs lives matter signs. Where's this, in New York? Stop the abuse or something like that. I don't know. We gotta save all the dogs, Raya. Yeah, Streamlabs is a good one. Thank you, Ben. Yeah, share the link around if you can. Share the other website, savethedogs.io. Get everybody to sign up. What's up, Coops? Yeah, I like Buy Me a Coffee too. I don't. They do take a little bit of a cut. I think Buy Me a Coffee takes 10%. I think Streamlabs doesn't take anything, so Streamlabs might be better. I do have a Streamlabs account. Maybe I should share that in my links. But like YouTube needs any more money. They're like one of the richest companies in the world. Google is. I do have Venmo. I have my Venmo. My Venmo and Cash App is in the videos. Yeah, Coops, I've seen it one other time before where somebody donated gift memberships and then got one themselves. But I've only seen it 2 times now. See, this is crazy. This is like a picture of the dogs in the facility. Let me show you. What is this little box here? Is that so they can drop stuff inside? It's kind of a weird shape. It's weird. But here's this is my Facebook right now. A chicken. They put the dogs in there. The Jeremy thing. Here, that's my picture of the dogs. That's 2 that they saved, they rescued. That were playing. So add Wayne. This is another dog that they saved. Or no, this was, oh yeah, did you hear about this? This is Dave Portnoy watching them rescuing the dogs with his beagle. He's like this is like an anti-vegan guy watching them rescue the dogs. Isn't that crazy? And then this was the next thing I saw. Animal rights activists out here. Animal lives matter. Dog lives matter. Protest the abuse. I think that's what that says. Yeah, you're watching a phone of a guy holding his phone, watching a guy watching something on his phone. We were watching it on my computer. You're watching a phone, watching a computer, through a phone, watching another guy on his phone. This is what the internet is. Scroll down a little bit more. Oh, here's a picture of Earthling Ed in the interview he was just in. Here's a article saying Denver is covering pet deposits because there is a rise in surrenders. So I see things like that all the time. There's so many animals that need help. All right, let's go on this stuff. You want somebody to save a beagle puppy for you? They're all over me. Do you need to be brushed? Yeah, a lot of the people I think aren't vegan that are supporting it. I mean, even the lady I met a lady in the meeting earlier, and we started messaging, and I might possibly go with her to Wisconsin. She's not vegan. I asked her. She's like, what did she say? She's like, no, I'm not vegan. I'm not even vegetarian. Like, tell me you don't know what veganism is without telling me you don't know what veganism is. Does somebody need to go outside? Yeah, I know there's some people that don't, like Wayne was, a lot of people, okay, hold on, let me back up. A lot of people left DXE because of some like suspicious allegations. I don't want to say something wrong. I forget exactly what it was. Maybe somebody can look it up. But I think there was something that like came out that people said that made a lot of people feel really uncomfortable about it, and a lot of people left the organization, kind of like AV. AV had a weird money thing, I think, that made people feel really uncomfortable. I looked into that actually. So like AV, the two people, I think it was just the two people that founded AV kept like almost 25% of all the donations, which is a shitload. That's like a lot of money. I mean, it's a high percentage. It's not a super high dollar amount, but it was a really high percentage. Some other organizations only took like 2% for the management, for the top management. The neighbors' dogs are out now. They're all at each other. Are you gonna let me sit down? Let me sit on this side. Ugh. You're so crazy. You're so crazy. Sit. Yeah, Paul and Asal are the two founders of AV. They're still running it. Less than a month, it is the 10-year anniversary. Don't you sniff at me? Arr, arr, arr. Defend Netherlands? Oh no. Anti-Semitic and racist shit. That doesn't sound good. Now she's behind me. Daphne is being bad out there. Coming right back in. Daph, come here. Come on. Uncalled for. Trying to rescue Jake from the puppies. Whoa, get down. Boop. Lulu needs help from the puppies, so she's barking. You hear Daphne barking, now she's going crazy. Sorry, it's the lighting. I should move this. It's not charging anymore. Where can I put it? Like, I didn't want it to be too low. stand it up. Put it on this side. I had my phone charging earlier when I started, so I had to kind of keep it over there. Raya's like freaking out. I'm opening my tripod. That's better. And then if Nova comes back in, you can see her. I left the door open. I don't know if she'll come back in or not. The door, there's like a storm door that's closed, but they knocked out the bottom window. So Daphne's just been jumping in and out through the storm door. It's really funny. It's like a doggy door. Nova kind of waits for me to open it though, so I don't know if she's gonna come back in or not. She might just wait. Alright, let's create a post here. Stop looking at me. Is that it? That's it, share. Alright, that's done. Oh, here. She has to get the other piece on the table. You're so cute. Yeah, like AV doesn't give you any money to help like the chapters. They just I guess they'll help you set up like a GoFundMe or something to try to get other people to donate, and you can use that money for your chapter. They don't really give you anything. That's why I think We the Free took off a lot more, because they will help you. Yeah, that's a good picture. They will help you with equipment. They'll give you equipment based on the size of your group. They will give you like reimbursement for, don't lick me, like prizes. So I'm actually doing an event next week. I'm gonna do another 3-minute movie challenge event in Gettysburg next Friday. I think I'm gonna go get some of those little bobos and pass them out again like I did that other time. It got really blurry. Maybe it's just my internet going in and out. Fix your shit. Hopefully it's better now. I don't know. I can't tell. It looks like it's okay from my end. Let me reset. Maybe I can reset it now. Yeah, the puppies are really cute. Yes, they are still nursing. I'm trying to get caught back up on the comments here. Congrats, Jordan. Yeah, are you talking about Joey Carpstrong? I wonder what he's coming out with next. What was your issue with Wayne, Ben? I don't know if I saw your comment about that. All vegans get a dividend. Yeah, that would be nice. Looks okay. Okay. If veganism is a religion, why are we paying taxes? Yeah, it was because Joey had a big investor, and then they wouldn't show where they weren't being fully transparent with their money. And yeah, that's what it was. They pulled out. Joey's big investor pulled out, and yeah, I think it was they didn't want to be transparent about how much money they were taking, because I think it was 20, like almost 25% just for the two co-founders. Maybe that included other management members. I'm not sure though, and I don't know, you know, maybe it's just like the regional managers or something like that got paid a little bit too. So maybe it was, you know, there's like over 400 chapters all over the world. I don't know how many regional managers there are. Maybe a dozen. Maybe there's a couple other people that might be like on the payroll too. So maybe the 25%, 24% was all of them. I'm not sure. Maybe it was just the two co-founders that took 24%. Either way, that's kind of a lot. But like I said, the dollar amount wasn't like super high. I think it was like, I don't know, it was over like over $100,000 for each of them. They both, you know, took a salary of over $100,000, which I don't know. I mean, I don't need $100,000 to live in a year. You know, if I was running something like that, I wouldn't take that much money. But yeah. Now I think I hear Nova barking. She doesn't normally do that. How many? Come here. No, up here. Right. Come on. Alright, we'll stay down there then. There's a beagle on my TV. I have dog TV in there playing for Daphne, and there's literally beagles on there. Let me drop that one. Yeah, I don't know. Saying Joey wasn't being transparent about it. I mean, I don't know. I think he was protecting the privacy of the donor. Was probably, there she is. That was probably because the donor wanted their privacy hidden, I would think. Sit. Sit. Good girl. You gotta try to catch it, Nova. Get down, you're pushing buttons. Off. Yeah, I see. I understand that, Ben. Sure, you might not know what's going to happen next year, but and the James Aspie thing, he took all the money he got and put it into some crypto. Don't do that. And so I investigated that a little bit too. He said that he actually made money off of it eventually, and then what, donated more money than he collected or something like that. I don't know, but like he was lucky. He was lucky. Joey apologizes for stealing money. What money did Joey steal? I didn't hear that. I didn't know that Joey stole money. That's pretty suspicious. Thoughts on reincarnation? Well, I wouldn't want to reincarnate into a dog at Ridgeland Farms. Or a cow. Or a chicken. You want to be a dinosaur? That would be cool. The apex predator. A T-Rex. Raya, were you a T-Rex in your past life? Maybe. Look at your cute little ears. Time traveling reincarnation. Alright, what are you doing? It's a nice day out, so my neighbors are outside in their yard. Daphne barks at the neighbors' dogs, but Nova barks at the people. So there's people outside, and she could see them through the fence, and then that's why Nova was barking. She just keeps coming in and out. Nova! Let's see if she comes when I call her. Nova! Hi! There she is! Stop. You guys are doing so. They got Daphne barking. Hey, sit. No. Hey. Sit. Sit. You started it. Hey. this hidden message. Yeah, guy just came in and left. He didn't even comment. Sit. You scared Nova away, didn't you? Oh, you missed that one. Okay, where else can we share this? I guess that's good. Let's check and make sure this is here. Did we get a subscriber today? Oh. It looks like it went up and it went back down. So we got a subscriber and then we lost a subscriber. Nova. Hey. Sit. Sit. Right. Tension and defensiveness. Somebody said something about the picture of the dog in the thumbnail. That's Fia from a walk. She was rolling around in the grass. I thought that I changed my description. Uh-oh. Let's read it. I'm watching my own stream. I thought I changed my description though. But it doesn't look like it. Whoops. What's up, Dylan? What's up? Scott Zuko is back. Girlfriend named Taffy. That's fun. We have to save the dogs. Yeah. Yeah, we do. You're so dirty. You need a bath. You got so much dandruff. You need some dandruff shampoo. What is this? Need to give you some lotion. Rub some lotion on you. You're gonna show everybody. It's all by your butt. Is she in her 60s? What is it, baby? Do you see Nova just running around? She keeps running in and out. This is Raya. This isn't one of the puppies. God, imagine if the puppies were this big. They will be. I don't know if they'll be here when they're this big, though. That's something else I need to do is start making some posts in some local vegan groups, try to find some people to rehome the puppies to. Hey, knock it off. This is Raya, though. This is the girl that we saved from the rescue, from the kill shelter rescue. We got there 5 minutes before they were closing, and she was one of the last 4 dogs on the list that week, which now makes me really sad. They've had multiple weeks in a row where they didn't get the dogs on the list rescued, so they've been killing dogs every week for the past like month. They've had between like 2 and 5 dogs every week that they've euthanized. And Raya would have very likely been one of those dogs a couple months ago. But we saved her. Come here. She's a big baby. She's my big baby. My big baby girl. Don't lick my face. My little Staffy. My little Staffy. Sounds like taffy. Stop licking me. Dogs love metal. Pickles liked metal music for a little while. Once he got older, he didn't like it anymore. Questions for my non-US people in here. I know where West Virginia is. It's like right next to Pennsylvania. Not very far. It's not right next to Pennsylvania, but it's like, it's basically right next to Pennsylvania. I guess kind of like right under it, to the side. Goose was an emo dog. Can you find Wisconsin, though? So there's a Denver, Pennsylvania, and that's where the animal testing facility is. That has beagles and monkeys. It's literally an hour and a half away from here. And they have, I don't know how many, but a lot. I have it pulled up here on my, actually I got it pulled up here right on my laptop here, I can show you. So this is some stuff I was investigating earlier. Denver, Pennsylvania. 2004 and 2005. This is the company. Covance. That almost sounded like an accident outside. Covance Laboratories. Animal breeding company. Firms hire them to conduct toxicity animal testing for agrochemicals, petrochemicals, household products, pharmaceuticals, and toxins. Facilities over 25 countries, headquarters in New Jersey. One of the largest CROs include drug development, preclinical testing, human clinical trials, toxicology studies, biostatistical analysis, and post-marketing studies. 2008, they reported $1.8 billion and had 9,600 employees. So I got to them because they are what's left of, it doesn't say it in here, I don't think. They're what's left of Envigo from the place that was shut down in Virginia. The Smoking Beagles. There was a Splenda thing. Stop. They're having a party over at the park or something. I can hear. They're like playing music loud as hell. Alright, well, here's the place in Denver, Pennsylvania. Amassed 27 violations in the areas of vet care, housing, animal care, and use committee violations. Incidents caused intense suffering to rabbits, pigs, and dogs, documented by attending veterinarians and the IACUC. Incidents included placing dogs and pigs in food-restrictive devices, resulting in severe weight loss and inadequate post-surgical care for rabbits. And then there's another place in Virginia. So they had an undercover investigation from somebody from PETA. Videotaped systematic abuse of animals. Investigator described the documentation of terror. Let's see if I can get a good... Terror, sadness, sickness, injuries, suffering, and death. Monkeys. Hey! They referred to the head veterinarian as Mr. Let's Wait and See. That's a crazy nickname. Here's the short list. The short list of the violations. Look how long this fucking list is. I mean, look at all those violations. Yeah, so that's something that I was trying to look into. They have these inspection reports from way back, but I don't see anything super recent. But yeah, it looks like they're still... It looks like they're still there, so... I pulled it up earlier. I actually have the, so here, I'll show you guys what I've been working on. It's called the witness board. This is what it is. It's not the best way to show it, but there's basically a directory on the side of all these different, so corporations, events, people, statistics, organizations, documents, and laws. Oops. Locations, agencies, and institutions. So there's all these different categories, and I'm populating it with all these different specific places or people. And then there's like a details page, so you can kind of click on one of them and it'll take you here. So like this is all like local in Pennsylvania. So this is kind of local to me. So I found this one that does research. So here's the address. address. It's 310 Swamp Bridge Road in Denver, in Lancaster County. Founded as a division of Corning Inc., spun off of Covance in 1997. CRP was the world's largest breeder of laboratory dogs and the single largest importer of primates in the U.S. Federal government rented monkeys from this facility during COVID. LabCorp acquired Covance in 2015 for $6 billion. In 2019, Envigo purchased the research products breeding business. This site now operates as Envigo Global Services, which is who was shut down. So there's a connection map over here, which I can make it into a full screen. So it shows you Covance. It's kind of hard to see on the screen. Covance Research, it's connected to beagle breeding for research, Envigo or Innovative, which is the beagle pipeline, PA Research Labs, and then the ownership chain kind of shows. Now they go by Forterra. And then you can like click on one of these and it'll show you the connections for that. And you can go back out and it'll have it here. So it shows you if you follow the money, it goes from Corning to Covance to LabCorp to Forterra for the testing, and then Covance to Envigo to Innovative for the breeding, but that's now banned. Pretty crazy, huh? But yeah, if I go back here, you can put in their address. Let me flip this around for a second. Now I'm hearing a bunch of sirens outside. So I'm going to pull the building up here and show you what it looks like. This is the building on Google Maps here. And let's see. It's like this is the main office. It's a building here. Then they have this building here. It's a big building. There's another small building here. A couple of other like small buildings. I wonder what that is. Is there a way I can... I wonder what this is too. Like then there's this other building way over here to the side. But yeah, they test on animals here. There was a way for me to pull up the street view, but it's not working. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can figure it out. What's up, Mason? Sorry, I was not reading the comments. Now Nova's just sitting by the door. Lulu needs to go outside, I think. I need to take her out. Some of the dogs don't like each other, so I've been having them near each other so they can hopefully learn to be calm with each other. Raya. But Nova was getting all excited because there's people outside. And then she came in here and started barking at Raya, and they were not getting along first. Yeah, I'm talking about you. I don't know why I'm limited in what I can do right now. I don't know why I keep hearing sirens outside either. This is falling. That's funny. Alright, here, now I can pull the street view up. Let me make sure that I'm not, like... So I was looking at this earlier, and this is... So look at this building. This is what the building looks like. This is their main office. Just like a brick building. There's no signs. There's no like company name. It's just blank. And what's on the sign here is the address. That's it. I can move over. It's just their address. 310 Swamp Bridge Road. But like there's the other building over here. Like this is the sign. There's nothing on it. But it's clearly still running. Look at all the cars here. Like there's people coming to work here. But there's not one sign on the building. There's nothing out front except the address. There's cameras on all the corners of the building. See the camera here? A bunch of cars. There's more cars over here. They have these buildings in the back. Like there's a building here. There's a building there. There's a building here. Like what's in here? Why are there no windows? Why are there like these fans on top of the building? Is that a camera? Why is there a camera back here? Maybe that's a light. I don't know. Maybe that's just a light and this is like a garage door here. There's like a vent here. But let's go back. Let's go back down the street here. So if I come over here, you can see the other building. Did I go too far? Yeah, so look at this building in the back. This is the big building back here. It's kind of hidden. Look at these vents. I'm pretty sure these are vents off the side of the building. This building's huge. And also, no windows. It's a huge building. It goes all the way over here. What's in here? There's probably animals in here. Very suspicious. They're playing the Who Let the Dogs Out song outside now at the party. I'm gonna let Lulu out. She's gonna bark like crazy. Yeah, this is like, this is such a suspicious place to me. And look at the camera right here on the corner. They got another camera right here. They don't spend any money on signs. There's not one sign on their building. They don't advertise anything. You drive by and you're like, huh, I wonder what, it's just like a random place. But they got fucking cameras on the corners, expensive ass cameras on the corners of their buildings. I don't see any cameras back here though. Maybe they just have cameras on the offices. They do like, they have 30 different, like I looked up more about the place, like this place specifically. They have 30 different research rooms, which are probably in like this building that's back here. Maybe back here, I don't know. I would think they might have animals back here though. But yeah, I'm very suspicious about this place. But yeah, there's different boards here that I've started making in this this new thing, this witness board program that I made. I started with like a global map of different organizations that exploit animals, and then I just started getting smaller and smaller. So then I made one on the USA specifically. I made one on Pennsylvania specifically around my region, or my state. And then I wanted to look more into a specific company. So I did. Then I did one on vegan corporations, or like how a lot of vegan companies are owned by other big corporations that fund animal exploitation. And then I started to look up actual vegan companies, which is pretty interesting. And then I did one on the pet food industry, which is pretty cool too. So they're all still kind of works in progress, but I wanted to look up a lot of the people. So there's 35 different people that are tied to these different vegan companies, and a lot of them are. Some of them are actually vegan, some of them aren't. Here's some of the actual corporations. A lot of names you probably are familiar with. And some of them are actually vegan, some of them aren't. Like, they're vegan companies, but then they have ties to animal ag somehow, which kind of sucks. Like Daring Foods, I looked into them. Because I found out, I thought they were a vegan company, but then I found out they have real cheese on some of their products. And you can drag this over. I can click on it. You can drag this over so you can see the map, the connection map better. It's hard to read things when I'm just showing it on my phone, but I'm going to do other streams where I'm on my laptop, or maybe I'll make videos where you can like actually see this from my laptop screen, so you can actually like read it. But it puts links in here so you can like kind of go to their website and check some of their stuff. Here's all the connections. All the connections on the map are also right here, so you can kind of go through a list instead of looking at the map if you want. But it's got like the president, some board members, the SVP of R&D. He's an executive from ex-Kellogg. Probably did something. I mean, we can look at it. You can click on him and it'll tell you about him. 20 years in Kellogg. What did he do? Yeah, R&D leadership roles. Senior Director of Advanced Innovation and Technology. R&D Head and Director of R&D. 5 years at Califia Farms, which is also on here. Isn't that kind of interesting? Food Science and Technology. So yeah, he's tied to Daring Foods. Them putting dairy cheese in their products. So there's like a Reddit discussion about it. You can actually go see the products. Supply chain from the USDA. So it's pretty interesting. And you can make your own. So like once I make this, I'm hoping I can make this public so other people can use it. Basically, you just start at the beginning, and you can make a board here. So this is I have like a mission statement of why I made this. It's probably hard to read, but follow the people, follow the money, and show the system. That's what it's about. So you can like make your own and then add in different cards. Basically. Hold on, I can show you where it's pulling all this information from. Basically pulling all this information from this. It's just like a web of different organizations and people, and it gets a little chaotic in some of them. This one's smaller than some of the other ones, but it just shows how they're all tied together. But yeah, it's got all the information in here. And then you go up here and you can open a menu. You can like add more cards, connect them together, put notes in there. And then the Explorer page is where it shows all the details. So like these are all the cards. They're all just like lined up over here. If there's one that you know is in here and you want to look for it, you can search it at the top. But like pet food recalls, there's like details on that. You can look things up. You can like slide this over if you want to look at what's that directly connected to. So like Hill's Science Diet, you can click right on that and it'll bring it up. Colgate, I don't even know how I say that. The Colgate Company. So this was interesting because I used to feed Pickles the Hill's Science Diet, right? Because I would take him to the vet and that's what they recommended. Hill's Science Diet, the #1 veterinarian recommended pet food brand. This dominance comes from not a superior nutrition, but from decades of embedded marketing. Hills funds vet school nutrition programs, provides free food to vet students, sponsors vet conferences, and trains vet techs. By the time a vet graduates, Hills is the default recommendation, a textbook case of institutional capture. Isn't that interesting? I mean, it's owned by a company that like does a lot of animal testing. And yes, the toothpaste company. They own the pet nutrition, the science diet. Dominates the vet recommended food space because they fund the vet school and the nutrition programs. Many vet schools only pet nutrition training comes from Hill's sponsored curricula. This creates a pipeline where vets recommend Hill's not because it's the best, but because it's all they were taught. And then you know what that ties to? Mars. And look at what Mars, look at all the connections that Mars has in the pet food space. Mars is the largest pet food company in the world and the largest privately held company in the US. 50 billion revenue. Mars Pet Care is 20 billion. They own Pedigree, Whiskas. Is that a typo? Roaccane, Iams, Nutro, Greenies, Sheba, Caesar, Temptations, and dozens more. They're all owned by Mars. They own like the whole pet food aisle. Also owns the largest vet hospital chain in the world. Vertically integrated, where they sell the food and control the vet advice. They're worth $160 billion. So yeah, they own all these, probably more. Look, they own Wild Earth. So if you thought that Wild Earth, the vegan pet food company, you're actually supporting Mars. Isn't that fucked? So yeah, don't buy Wild Earth. Mars can promote or bury it at will. But you know what else I have in here? V-Dog. Here, look at V-Dog. Founded in 2005 in San Francisco, 100% vegan dog food and treats, independently owned, one of the most established and trusted vegan pet food brands. Products are AAFCO compliant, which means it meets all the nutritional standards for all ages of life. Made from peas, lentils, oats, brown rice, and dried yeast. No ingredients, no animal testing. No animal ingredients, I mean. No corporate ties to animal agriculture. The gold standard for vegan dog food. So that makes me feel a little bit better because that's what I feed the dogs. So you can see what they're tied to. There's Ami Pet Food, Very Chow, Evolution Diet, pet food industry, like something about the emissions. So Ami, I know, was it Anik feeds Ami to her cat? I haven't read this one yet. An Italian company making vegan food for both dogs and cats. One of the few companies making nutritionally complete vegan cat food. Ami Cat. Founded in Italy, distributed globally. All products are 100% plant-based and certified vegan. Ami Cat includes taurine, acid, and other nutrients cats require, sourced from non-animal origins. Independently owned with no ties to animal agriculture. So then that's tied to Benevo. Vegan treats, vegan food. Benevo means to wish well in Italian. Made in the UK. Everything's vegan, vegan trademarked, independently owned. and available international. And then there's another one too. Never heard of this one. A Dutch company. Here you go. For the people that are Dutch here. Not fully vegan. They make meat-based products too. They have a vegan line for dogs. Certified organic. No ties to the Mars Nestle Colgate complex. But they're not a fully vegan company. But yeah, it's kind of interesting how it goes from one to the other. There's all the different companies here you can look at. But yeah, Mars has 16 connections. You can see how many connections they have. Nestle has 7. Wild Earth has 6. V-Dog has 5. It's pretty interesting. There's different statistics on the market, the environment, and things like that. Some of the people, the VCA hospitals. There's a VCA around here. 1,000 animal hospitals in the U.S. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. But yeah, you can filter by different categories. If you want to know more about like vivisection or entertainment, you can click these things, or clothing. They're at the top here. So agriculture, animal agriculture, vivisection, entertainment, clothing, fishing, or like vegan products. You can sort through that, and you can also sort by the types. The people, if you want to just look at the people that are, does it on the side here. Let me take these off. So like there's all the people. If you want to know people that have ties to like clothing, there's nobody on this page. It's not really about clothing. Like let's say vivisection. Yeah, I guess there's nobody here tied to vivisection either. No people. 2 events that are tied to vivisection on the pet food board. Wipe the lens, you think? I don't know if it's the lens or just the lighting. Maybe a little bit of both. That did help a little bit, didn't it? IMS, owned by Mars, was exposed by PETA for invasive testing. Dogs with chest cavities cut open, cats with kidney damage from experimental diets. Colgate maintains laboratory colonies of cats and dogs. That's so fucked because I used to buy that. I used to buy the Hills brand. So I was literally supporting them testing on cats and dogs. I think that I'm doing a good thing for my cat by literally paying for this company to kill other cats. And they just feed, a lot of that food is just the scraps from the other companies too. So let's see. Tyson Foods. I think Tyson is tied to pet food. Yeah, right here. Tyson in the pet food industry. Didn't really show exactly what I thought it was, but the rendering operations. Tyson True Chews. True Chews is owned by Tyson. I was looking at all the private labels. So look, this is interesting. All the different brands that are owned by Tyson. Okay, so Raised and Rooted, isn't this a vegan brand? Plant-based nuggets and patties, but they blend animal proteins. They're not vegan. It's like a 50-50 kind of thing. They blend plants with animals and call it plant-based. What? That's literally owned by Tyson. You think you're doing better buying this like premium plant-based brand, but you're really just supporting Tyson. The Big Ass sandwiches, Fast Fixin', Pierre sandwiches, Great Value, Sam's Club, Kroger private label, Costco, Kirkland Signature. They're all Tyson. Adele's, Right Brand, State Fair, Sara Lee, Hillshire, Ballpark, Jimmy Dean. Is Jimmy Dean here? Jimmy Dean's been coming to my streams. They're all Tyson brands. They're literally all owned by Tyson. I used to get Sara Lee bread, I think. Yeah, the bakery. They also do some meats and stuff, but they're owned by Tyson. Hillshire Brands. It's owned by Tyson. Craziness. Let's go get Lulu. Show you guys the puppies. Looks like it's gonna rain. See how the puppies are doing. Look how fast they are. What we doing, guys? No, back up. I haven't introduced them to Nova yet. She doesn't switch to come down here. Nova's like, what the hell? Go back in. Nova, how did you get down here? Come on. Lulu. Lulu. Come on. What are you doing? Outside. Outside. Here, Nova, you want to go in there for a minute? Go ahead. She's like, no. Go back upstairs. Go. Yeah, Lulu peed up here, didn't she? She ran up here and fucking peed right. Damn, she peed all over the floor. Or is that water? It's definitely pee. It goes right to the water bowl, though. probably half pee and half water from her drinking the water. She spits it all out of her mouth. Her and Daphne. Yeah, they're so big. I'm gonna start introducing Nova one at a time to the puppies and let them like play with each other. Daphne too. Daphne gets a little weird though. Like I have him come down and spend time next to him. Next to the crate when they're in the crates. And Nova's pretty chill. Daphne gets a little weird, so I'm gonna have to be careful with Daphne and the puppies. But I think Nova will be fine. Nova's fine with the baby. God damn, Lulu. How long have I been streaming? It has been 2 hours. Lulu was just out before I started the stream, so it's only been 2 hours. And if that was all pee, she just peed so much. Where's my cleaner? Let me clean this real quick. So I clean everything right when something happens, I clean it up. Yes, I'm pretty happy that they're deciding to go back and rescue the dogs pretty quickly, because that's something that I said right after it happened. And they were like, I only got 20 dogs. It's like, man, my first thought was like, that's not that many dogs for having, I don't know, I saw some reports that said there was 100 people, some reports that said it was 150 people. There's 150 people going there to rescue the dogs. They should have got more than 20, I would think. But I said, one of the first things I said was they should go back soon, because they wouldn't really expect you to go back super quickly and rescue more. So yeah, they want to go back in a couple of weeks and rescue more dogs. You just smelling my shoes? He's bit my shoelaces. What was that, Mr. Guinness? So yeah, they're announcing it and everything. It's totally open. There's nothing private about it. They already put the date out there. So they could move the dogs. They could look at that. They're all standing there. Cuties. But now I've been coming down every day and spending a little bit of time with them. See this white tip on his tail. Okay, Mr. Licky. This one keeps licking me and trying to bite me. What are you doing, crazy girl? Check out the Buyer app. BUYR. That app's really cool. It just came out recently. You scan the barcode of a product and it'll show you who owns that company. Like, is it owned by like a big mega corporation, or is it family owned? There's like a vegan filter on there, so it'll tell you if it's vegan, and it'll tell you if it's not vegan. It highlights the ingredient. It like goes through the ingredient, tells you how clean the ingredients are and things like that too. But it'll tell you like, you know, there's honey in here. It's not vegan because it has honey. Like it'll tell you that. It's really cool. I like it. You got something on your mouth there, bud. Hmm? You're so cautious. Come on out. Normally he runs right out. Come here, big boy. Roo. 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 You're so floppy. Stop licking me. Ow, he's biting me. No. And Dog Law, she owns that floor now. That's funny. If that's true, she owns the whole basement down here too, because she likes to poop everywhere and pee down here in the basement. Look at him running! Look, they're playing puppy fights. Puppy fights. Puppy wrestling. Get him! He was trying to get you. Uh-oh, now they're gonna attack me. He's trying to attack the phone. Oh, you came out. You're a little curious. Imagine your dad worked in for the forest department. My dad is a volunteer at a national park, one of the national parks, for the National Park Service. He volunteers with them. Yeah. What is it, buddy? Why are you acting a little bit weird today? Hey, give me that. You can't take that. Normally he jumps all over me. Ruff. Don't bite me. Don't bite me. Now I got 2 faces. I got both your faces. What is it, buddy? Ow. Stop licking my shoe. Arr. 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 Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Oh, you biting me? Are you biting me? Can I... Ow! He just tried to hit me with the broom. He just knocked the broom over on me. Was that you? Why are you attacking your brother? You working on the hammer? It's like, I got this. You trying to get your sisters? Oh, he's gonna pee right now. That tracks. All you guys do is eat and poop and pee. Ow! That hurt. You just bit my leg. No. No. No biting. No biting. I just get my shoelaces. I should give you guys some of the toys I got. I got these little, a bunch of little stuffed animal toys. Should probably start giving them to the puppies. They're playing. They like to play with the towels I put in there. So I cleaned their crate and put some fresh towels in there this morning. And they bunch them all up on the back, and they're all covered in pee. Already by now, I probably could throw them out and put some new ones in here again already. I have some more blankets up top I'll put in here. Switch them out. There's a bunched up. Probably peed on too. What you doing? Did you just run into that? What you doing, buddy? Where are you going? Got my shoelaces again. Guinness is over there chewing on the part of the frame for the bed, the what are they called? The beds. I got another one now, so actually Bo doesn't have one in there because he peed on it this morning, so I could make the other one and put the other one in there. But now he started peeing on it again, so I'm trying to backing up and got to work on him going outside more. Same with Lulu. It's knocking up. There we go. Goodness. Hi, buddy. Don't bite me. And just show his stripes. This big stripe on his chest. This one's eating my phone. He's eating the phone. This one got my shoelace. He untied it and now is eating it. Oh, you came out. Hi. He's got my pants. You succeeded. I hear you, Bo. Bo's probably got to go potty. What are you doing? Don't lick my shoe. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. There are little terrors. Little terrors. No, don't. This one really likes shoelaces. Oh no, this is Guinness. They switched. Can I have that? What are you doing? They're attacking me. What, baby? There's Guinness. See, he likes to normally sit on my lap. Bo. Ah, now you're biting me. No. No. Oh! He fell over. Let me show you your white stripe. Look at your big white stripe. Bring that back here. Bring that back here. Can I have that? Thank you. No. You're being crazy. You're licking your phone. Arr, 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 arr. No biting. No biting. You just want my shoelace. Yeah, they like slam each other around and stuff. Puppies. All the girls are just watching. Which one is Tozy? That one that's looking at me. I think that's Tozy. No, it's not. It was the one that was on. It's the one right there in the front, actually. See her toes? She got the white toes on her back feet. She's just got a dot on her chest. See the little dot on her chest, and then the white toes on her back feet. So that one has a name, and then this one is Guinness with the white tip on his tail. They're the only ones that have names. Now you guys are all getting me again. No biting. Hey, get out of there. He listened. They need to be fed again tonight. Probably time to feed you guys soon. What time is it? Oh yeah, damn, it's already 7 o'clock. Started pretty late. Hey, get out of there too. Getting into the trash bags. Alright, well, I'm gonna end the stream. Thanks for checking in. Yeah, I just wanted to let people know about the savethe.io. Go to that website. Sign up to help the dogs. And then if you can help with the GoFundMe, that would be great. So we could go help the other dogs that are still left there. Yeah, so I've been building these spots over here. I got this spot. They could probably go back in here. So I just made these areas for them. Literally scratched this all up, so I repainted it yesterday. But it's all the paint's dry now, so I could get them all set up in here. I was gonna have 4 of them in here for a little while, and then once I build more, I'll probably do like 3, and then 2 in each area. So I should have I'm gonna build a couple more of these over here. But I move them back and forth. So like, whichever one I clean next, I'll put them in here in the meantime, and I'll clean their spot out. Then I'll put them back in over there and get it all nice and set up with a couple of towels in there, or a blanket or whatever. Switch them back and forth, and then they just pee on them and then push them on the side. But I can't have them out roaming around with the other dogs. Some of the dogs would like eat them. So, they come out and they get to play around here. They play with me and Nova. It's not a puppy mill. Not a puppy mill. Don't bite me. Don't bite me. Gotta let Bo out. Ow! Out of there. But thanks for being here. Love ya. Appreciate the support. Just trying to pull over the broom again. I'm not breeding dogs for profit. I'm not making any money off of these dogs. They cost me money. In fact, if I didn't have all these puppies, I probably wouldn't need to ask for people to donate to help rescue the other dogs. I probably could just go do it if I wanted to. But you guys are costing me money, aren't you? And all my time. Cuties. What are you guys doing? No. No. Oh, that was one of the treats. One of the treats Lulu didn't get. I guess you can eat that. So I did find a mobile vet. I found a vet that's going to be coming out to the house to take care of all the dogs, the puppies and all the other dogs, which is really nice. And she's awesome too. I've actually worked with her before. So I'm really excited about that. Hopefully she'll be able to come sometime this week. She wasn't able to come last week. Yeah, I'm okay with dog food. They're all a bunch of E-dogs. You're all a bunch of E-dogs, aren't you? Bo, relax. Nova's fixed. They're not Nova's puppies though. They're Lulu's puppies. Hey, you're bothering Bo. But Goose is gone. He's we rehomed Goose, and they offered to get. I was gonna wait to rehome Goose until I had him fixed. And we had an appointment for Goose to go get checked out, but some people came over and met all the dogs, and they just instantly fell in love with Goose. And I just mentioned that I was gonna be rehoming him in the future, and then they just kept messaging me, and they're like, we want him as soon as possible, and they offered to get him fixed and everything. So hey, they agreed to feed him the plant-based foods, agreed to give me that, agreed to do the animal justice challenge, they got him an appointment with their vet before they even adopted him. They got him on the pet insurance. Everything they matched all the requirements. They met all the requirements except for completing the animal justice challenge. But she was, she did the first couple days, and then she had everything else lined up. So they kept asking that they wanted him sooner than later. So we just rehomed him. That way I could focus more on the other dogs. Lulu can't get pregnant again that quickly. As soon as I can get her fixed, I'm gonna go get her fixed. So and Goose would have already been fixed by then anyway. So there's definitely no more puppies coming. Get out of there. Now they're getting into stuff. Hey, come on. Ugh, I can't reach them. Come on. This way. You a bunch of trash dogs? Now you're a bunch of trash dogs? You guys are cute. You're cute, but get out of there. No. No. They must smell something. Probably your poop. No. Go back there again. I caught you that time. No, you can't go back there. He wanted to make his money back. My money back for what? I said I was going to charge a rehoming fee to make sure that the people that want to adopt the dogs are serious about it. I don't want to just, like, give them away for free. Like, hey, free puppies. But it's not about the money. I mean, it's just to make sure that the people can take care of them well, you know? I don't want to give them to somebody for free, and then something happened and the dog's injured and they don't like have money to take them to a vet. You know what I mean? Or if they don't have money to, and that one's gonna take a poop, and they don't have money to like get pet insurance for them. Like I want to make sure they go to a good home where they can, you know, take them to the vet regularly and get them on some good pet insurance. So they can get them taken care of if anything happens. You know, that's what's important to me. Look, you took a good poop. Good job, buddy. But I mean, I'm probably gonna end up spending more money on them than I'll get back by the rehoming fee. But it would be nice to recoup some of the money. That way I don't go broke and have to get another job. Because it takes my time away. They take my time away from booking other appointments, doing other training and teaching, or walking other dogs or sitting other dogs. Like I have to block out part of my day to take care of them. So it's not just like the money that it costs me in food, it costs my time and my availability to make money with my regular job. So if I don't have any money for 3 months, however long I have them, that one's pooping over there too. If I end up not being able to pay my bills, I'm gonna have to go get another job. So it's costing me a little bit of money every day. What was that? Ow, you got sharp teeth. Just eating something. I don't know what the fuck you just ate off the ground. Just a little fuzzy or something. But the money that I'm spending on them is my money to rescue other dogs. Also, like, that's the other time I want to spend. The time that I'm spending on them is time that I would be spending rescuing other dogs from kill shelters and then trying to rehome them. Which, hey, are you eating that poop? Don't do that. That's a Lulu thing. Really? And you keep stealing that today. They definitely want to play more than normal. Every day they play a little bit more. Like, get into more stuff. Then normally I do move this. But when I rehome the puppies, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be going back to that kill shelter probably, or other shelters around here that kill dogs, that they don't really advertise it like that place does, but I'm sure it still happens around here. So I'm going to do some investigating on some of them and see if I can rescue dogs around here for a few months and then try to rehome them, keep them from being euthanized. Get your big ass feet. You got some big ass feet. They're all three biting me at once. Don't do that. Stop. Yeah, I know. I gotta feed them. They are hungry. You guys are hungry, I know. I'm about to go get your food. The Newfoundland Shepherds. Oh, look at them laying down. Yeah, I mean, Lulu was outside one night, and I forgot she was out there, because normally she's not out that long, unless I'm out there with her. But she normally is at the door barking. She always wants to come back in. So she was outside one night, and Goose wanted to go out. So I let Goose out, and I had to go to the bathroom. So I let Goose out, and I went into the bathroom, and I didn't realize that Lulu was out there. And I literally went outside like 2 minutes later, or maybe like, a couple minutes later. I wasn't in the bathroom very long, and they were already linked together. So it literally happened within a couple of minutes. Normally, I was letting them out together, but only when I was watching them. And Goose would try to hump her sometimes, but I would always separate them because I was always right there. And I just totally blanked that she was outside. I thought she was just in the other room. So yeah, it was a mistake, but I obviously didn't do it on purpose. If I could go back in time and not let him out when she was out there, I definitely would have done that. But I talked to Lulu's owner because I wasn't Lulu's guardian at the time. I reached out to her to see if she wanted to, end the pregnancy so that they didn't have puppies, but she never got back to me. I guess she doesn't check the app or something. She never got back to me. She would never. That was her normal thing though. She would never really normally get back to me until like a week or two later. And puppies are only pregnant for like a month and a half. So she never got back to me before. Because I didn't know she was pregnant right away. But I did message her and said that there was a chance. But I didn't say the first time I messaged her that it should have been ended. But then I did a couple weeks later. I was like, hey, I'm pretty sure Lulu's pregnant now because her belly's getting bigger. But stop. You guys are tearing it up. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Now that they're here, I'm gonna do whatever I can to take care of them. Right, buddy? Right, buddy? Oh my goodness, you're a little gremlin. Ow! Are you gonna be a little painter? Well, yeah, it is about finding them a good home. But that was what I said. I want to make sure that they go to a home that can afford insurance and taking them to the vet. I saw a post today. Literally, there's a dead mouse over there. Run back up there. That's sad. There's a little baby mouse. I saw a post literally today from a lady in town saying that her little chihuahua can't breathe and Can you hear me now? Doesn't say that I'm muted, so I don't know what's going on. Yes, okay. So I was saying that I'll put something together that shows how much it's costing me to take care of the puppies. And the first thing I'm looking for when I'm trying to rehome the dogs, including Raya, including Goose, including Bo, is it going to be a good place for them? Are they going to take care of them? So that's where the money comes in, you know? Like, I want to make sure that they can do all the other things first. And, you know, I'm not trying to make money. I'm not trying to make money from it, but I'm trying to recoup some money so that I can keep doing it. So, like, Raya, it costs $150 at the rescue to rescue Raya. And then I had to take her to the vet within a week. And that costs like a little bit over $100. So it was like $250 for those two things for Raya when I got her. And then so yeah, like I don't know how much it costs for Goose, you know, and that's not including all of her food and things like that. So just trying to get that $250 back from the adoption and you know the vet visits. I'm not even making any money off of that. I rehomed Goose for $200. I spent way more than $200 having Goose here for over 6 months. He was here for like 6 months. So or longer than that. Maybe it was like 8 months. So yeah, I'm definitely not making money off of that. The puppies are gonna cost, I don't even know. I'm definitely not making money. I'll just put it that way. I put a lot of the money that I make from my companion services business. A lot of that money goes into taking care of the dogs. So I'm not making money, but I can't go bankrupt taking care of the dogs either. You know? I can't go back downstairs with my phone because it's literally on 1%. I'm surprised it might die again. I don't know. I don't have it plugged into the fast charger. So that's why I have a link in the on my YouTube channel to donate things to the puppies. I mean, and the other dogs, like paper towels. Like I just had to buy all these paper towels. The puppies, I use so many paper towels with the puppies because they like just poop and pee everywhere. I do use a lot of washcloths and towels that I wash, so I'm not throwing away paper towels. But it's just like so nasty sometimes. It's easier to just clean with a paper towel and throw it away. And I got more cleaner. Just came today. This is the cleaner that I use. Benefect. Kills 99.99% of bacteria. But it's plant-based and it's vegan. I thought that was pretty cool. You know, so I'm not even taking any of that stuff into account. So yeah, that's why I have things like this, things that I use that cost money. Yeah, it is like a bleach alternative. Decon 30. Look up Decon 30. It has a lemon and thyme scent. It's not super strong. It smells pretty good. What was I gonna say? But yeah, I mean, trying to set up a nonprofit. I mean, nonprofits basically work off of donations. I mean, that's kind of how you run a nonprofit. So that's my end goal with the rescue, the little home rescue. That's the goal, is to set it up as a nonprofit, and then, you know, kind of work off of donations. And, you know, I can charge a rehoming fee to rehome the puppies, but like, I don't really take a cut of that. It just goes back into the rescue to rescue more dogs. I mean, that's the whole point. It's not like I'm doing it, like I have another job that I have just enough time to work my other job and have my other income to just barely pay the bills. I mean, not even, honestly. I've been pulling money out of other accounts to pay the bills, but hopefully I can pick up some more business now that the weather's better. Because January really sucked. The weather was bad, and like, I had more than half of my bookings in January were canceled because of the weather. So that was a shitty month. So this, you know, the rest of the year for now should be pretty good. Should be a lot better than it was. But I just, you know, I can barely get by paying the bills. So rescuing dogs is not really helping me monetarily at all. It's literally costing me money. So yeah, I wish I could just go rescue the beagles with everybody and not have to like ask for donations to help cover it. But, you know, it wouldn't be very financially responsible of me to take a weekend off. I haven't had a weekend off in a year and a half. I literally work every day for the last year and a half. You know, some days I don't work super long. Some days I only go see like 1 or 2 dogs. But I basically work every single day for a year and a half. I haven't taken one vacation. I mainly work on holidays and vacations because that's when everybody else goes away. So I'm always watching their dogs. Or we're managing the rentals. Or, you know, or going and cleaning some of the rentals sometimes when the cleaners aren't available. And the microgreens, when I had the microgreens last year, which I would like to get set back up again, that's another reason why I'm building all the spaces downstairs in the basement, so I don't have any dogs up here in this room. Then I can do my microgreens again. But that's a 7 days a week job. You can't miss one day because then all your plants die. So, yeah, going to rescue these dogs will be a little bit of a break. But honestly, like, I can't really afford to do that. So that's why I thought it would be a decent idea to try to collect a few donations to help me be able to do that, because it's something I really want to do that. But yeah, I'm gonna have to have somebody else take care of my dogs, and then possibly see if I can find somebody else to take care of the other dogs that I would normally have those couple of days, because I might be gone like a Thursday and a Friday and possibly Monday. So I don't think I have a booking that weekend, but now I have to not take any bookings that weekend, you know? So, and I have to get somebody to cover my other days. With microgreens, I do broccoli and sunflower, radishes, and peas. So four different kinds. I like the sunflowers are probably my favorite, and then I really like the broccoli too. And then the radishes and the peas are kind of tied for third. But I was growing microgreens for probably almost 3 years. I just stopped over the winter because it got too cold in here, and I started having more dogs, and I didn't want the dogs to be around where I was growing my microgreens. So I just moved it all to the back. That's what all those racks are. I have that rack and that rack. So I had them going this way, but I turned them and put them up against the wall. And it's basically storing a lot of my microgreen stuff on there. And then I put a couple of crates in here for the first to have different dogs in here. But once I have more spaces built in the basement, I'll get rid of these crates. Somebody in my town needs a crate, so I'll probably donate one of the crates to her. Turn my racks back around, and I can make this the microgreen room again. Duckweed? No. I wanted to do watercress. I wanted to grow some watercress, because that's like, from what I've seen, the best, the most nutrients, like the best food that you can eat is like watercress. But I never really got into it. What's up, Allison? Just in time for the end of the stream. I said I was going to end like 30 minutes ago, and I didn't. But I need to feed all the dogs, actually. I don't think I fed any of you guys dinner. Rye's chilling, though. Your mom's cat had kittens. Are you a breeder now? Maybe. Maybe. Are you going to sell them? Are you going to sell them and make money off of them? So, like, how much does it cost to adopt a child? Do they just give children away for free? Like, I don't know. Honestly, I would think it would cost some amount of money to adopt a child. Or do they just, like, have to make sure that you have a certain amount of money? Or, like, you got to take them to the doctor? Like, I think it would be pretty similar to being able to care for the dogs, right? Duckweed has B12. That's interesting. Does it matter how you grow it? I use like the coconut cocoa coir, however you say that. I use the coconut stuff to grow my micros. But you come over to say something? Are you just gonna stare at me? You have to go outside? I don't know. Alright, well, I'm gonna go for real this time. I have to go feed all the dogs. I gotta let Bo out still. Bo might have peed in there. I haven't let him out in 3 hours. So, yeah, that's not good. I should have let him out. I should have gone earlier when I said. But thanks for being here, everybody. I'll try to do another stream tomorrow for a little bit. Maybe I'll stream I need to figure out how I can set up a stream. I need to see if I can connect my phone again. That way I can switch from my laptop to my phone. I wonder if I can... No, I don't think I could do that. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Because even doing a vertical stream on a laptop, it still doesn't get as many views. So, I don't know. But, yeah, maybe I'll do a video, too. Maybe I'll do a stream on my phone while I record a video on my laptop. Of that witness board. Because I want to make, like, some videos about that. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Now Nova lay down. Nova! Say bye. She said bye.